Ayinathi isipani sithanda ubuza umsebenzi na. Yebo. Ngibabambile.
Abahambi #OACO.
Ngimboni njengamanje ngicathi ubekade ekhona la bamthathile amaphoyisa ngoba sinabantu be-Department of Employment and Labour la abasebenzisana kanye nathi kanye ne-Home Affairs. Vele ukuqasha abantu abangekho emthethweni uyicala na uzicala na. So ingakho ke la ngikazama.
Hi guys. I don't know, I just wanted to share this video because I'm a tad bit depressed. I think reading about South Africa sometimes makes you just like sad. Thinking about what South Africa used to be like also makes you sad. When you think like people died for this country and we thought we are being liberated, like we thought that we're free, only to move from oppression to oppression. Guys, this country is run by criminals. Like, when you read about South Africa and child trafficking and how bad South Africa is when it comes to child trafficking, like we're up there with the countries that are red flagged when it comes to child trafficking. You know, South Africa is home for trafficking children to all over the world. Like foreigners come here and they take over, like they take kids from this country and go away with them. Like someone is telling me from the Department of Social Development how they had issues of people wanting to adopt children from birth. Like foreigners coming into the country to adopt children from birth. And they disappear with those children and nobody ever knows what happens to them. Like little girls are going missing, like little kids are going missing, and it's like business as usual. You've never heard our government even being alarmed at the rates at which children go missing in this country. You know? And if it's not child trafficking, it's human trafficking. Like there's people being imported from like Ethiopia and all these other countries to just like be slaves here. And we've normalized it, like they're in tuck shops and some of them are like working in factories at like for like R2 an hour, even a day, and it's normalized. And then some are being trafficked out of the country, being promised jobs. You find out in Thailand or wherever, because we're running out of jobs, people are becoming desperate, they're leaving the country and they're being trafficked out of the country out of desperation. They become prostitutes and other things outside of the country. And you've never heard our government ever be alarmed at that. And if it's not just that, it's the drugs that are all over. Like young South African men are dying at the hands of drugs while people from outside of this country barely even touch drugs at all. They don't touch them. But the youth of this country are the ones that are being given drugs, being recruited to be active drug dealers and drug users. And our government has never said a thing. Have you ever heard the government say anything? Like the you know, remember back in the days when there was like a problem like with HIV/AIDS, there'd be like campaigns all over about HIV/AIDS. There'd be campaigns all over about don't do drugs. When have you seen campaigns about not doing drugs in schools lately? When have you seen campaigns about trafficking, like human trafficking, child safety, etc., etc.? Instead of that, we're getting more and more immigrants coming into this country. And those immigrants happen to be men more than there are women. And their shops are just mushrooming all over. Like there's shops everywhere, shops that are hardly regularized, they are hardly checked. Nobody knows what happens, hijacked buildings, this and that. Guys, this country is a home for international crimes. Our country, when they say it's a crime scene, it's a proper crime scene. And South Africans don't realize that the biggest enablers are government and politicians. Politicians are the biggest beneficiaries. The illicit drugs that are coming in from Zimbabwe. Illicit drugs are a booming business in this country. Illicit cigarettes, are a booming business in South Africa. Booming. And who are the biggest beneficiaries? Illegal mining is a booming business in this country. And who are the biggest beneficiaries? I hope and pray that God sees us through. I hope and pray that South Africans, those who know deep down in their hearts that they're not supposed to be sitting down and not doing anything about this, actually will eventually stand up and do something. I hope that when it comes to voting, we'll make better choices. And I hope whoever's been tasked, and the people that have been tasked with fixing this and cleaning up this country, that God gives them more strength to do so. Because if we do not fix this, we are in a bigger mess than we actually think we are in. Because this country is in serious, serious trouble. We're not just like a home for illegal crimes, illegal immigrants. I mean, we're a home for foreigners of all shapes and sizes who are in this country just being criminals. And I really pray that people who have been tasked to pray for this country pray day and night for it. I hope you guys will really wake up in the middle of the night and say whatever prayers that you have to say for this country. And those who've been tasked with actively doing something, making your voices heard, will ignore that voice that says be scared and be fearful. Because the way things are going right now, we only have one chance to fix this country, and this is it. This is the last chance that we have to fix this country, or the mafia state that we live in is going to get 2 or 3 times worse than it is right now. I don't mean to alarm you, I don't mean to scare anyone. I'm just saying we still have a chance to save the country. We still have a chance. But I'm afraid if you guys do not really take this seriously, this is the end for us, for our children. And trust me, if you think you're going to run away to the international world, it's not going to happen. Because the international world is closing its doors. Because of all the negative things that other Africans and other people who are immigrants have done in their countries. Everyone's protecting themselves. And these laws that are glorified by politicians and whoever are only laws that are meant to add further oppression, to make crime thrive in this country. That's why our crimes are thriving, because of these so-called laws, so-called judiciary. Guys, our country is wide open. The gates of hell have been opened, and it's time for you to fix it now. All this thing of xenophobia and what is not going to work. It's not going to work anymore. We've got international foreign criminals thriving in South Africa every minute, every day. That airports that we go through every day, they are a hub of crime. They are a hub. Our ports, our transport system, our borders, everything in this country is a crime scene. And politicians are actively aware and actively part of it. Of course, not all of them. But guys, take this seriously. Please stand up and fight for South Africa. Please. Please.